Hey, what's up y'all? Welcome back to Paradise Valley. This is episode 22. In this episode, we're finishing off the Luxor Hotel and Casino. We're also going to be adding a lot of detail to the resort and focusing on the back area with the pools and spa. In the background, you're cruising right up to the Luxor Hotel entrance and right under the Sphinx. So let's get right into the time lapse. But first, go ahead and press the like button on this video before we get things started. It really helps the video to get noticed by a lot more people that aren't subscribed to the channel, and by people that are subscribed that may miss the video in their subscription feed. Right here, I'm working on this crosswalk between the Luxor and the Camelot Casino. I've added some more castle pieces to the Camelot side of it, and later on I'll get back to decorating the Luxor side of the crosswalk. For the front side of the casino, I'm adding a lot of foliage, starting off with some hedges by P. Delmo, and of course a lot of trees by P. Delmo and Mr. Mason. I know there are some network hedges on the workshop, but I haven't tried those out yet. Networks definitely have their pluses and minuses. You see here I'm using these iron fences by Soldine to fence off the area instead of network fences. But you will see later on, I do finish off a lot of the area using networks, and I like how the vanilla network fence really works well with these props from the workshop. For each of the casinos, I try to stick to a specific set of palm trees or trees in general. For the Luxor, I'm going to try to stick to these really ugly palm trees. They're a really good model and everything and a good texture, but the tree is just real ugly to me. It's not a real upscale looking palm tree. I also add a lot of this vanilla prop grass just to the base of the areas to add a little low poly detail to the grass. I use the No Grass Sprites mod, and I don't think I'll ever use any grass sprites in any of my series. So the vanilla grass prop helps break things up a little bit. And going back looking at the time lapse, I spent a lot of time placing trees, bushes, hedges, and grass tufts everywhere. I really had to edit a lot of that out because it's just me placing trees, and I do notice a couple of areas where I missed some things, but that's totally fine. Here, I'm adding some decals to the curbs to give them a different color. I like the way it turns out when working on straight curbs. So eventually I subscribed to a couple of network curbs by Arnold J. Rimmer on the workshop. Overall, I'm pleased with them, but again, I'm not 100% sold on using networks for everything, especially on top or that close to existing networks like streets. It just gets really tricky to maneuver and adjust things. I use these again later on in the episode. Now I'm adding these street signs over the drive up to the lobby. I haven't posted these to the workshop yet, but I really like these signs. Signs like this just add an extra layer of detail to the project. I wanted to make the signs separate from having a pole, just because I didn't want to worry about the size and having to fit the sign over the existing road. And I figured I could just create the pole using props in-game. I did have to change the road to get things to fit, and I ended up making the road bigger because I have signs pointing to 4 lanes, but I only have 3 lanes. And usually I don't really care about stuff like that, but here it also helped to have the size of the road a little bit bigger. So in front, I'm just adding a little park area, which doesn't exist in real life. In real life, the Luxor hotel building is a lot closer to the road, and there's just a couple of parking lots and not much else. But that layout really didn't work for me, and I needed some extra space to play around with the roads and everything, which is usually the case with Cities Skylines. So I'm just creating this walkway, and I eventually add a private pool and a gazebo on the other side to fill things out.
Need you more when you go, I need you more every day. Keep a foot on the brake in case I lose all control. Yeah, so baby don't lose control. I'm focused on you baby, lately you've been in my aim. I've been reaching out for you and still they're so far away. Looking through the smoke in the mirror. Crazy how I see you so clear. Crazy how I see you so clear. And how you make me smile. And how you make me smile, oh yeah. And how you make me smile, oh baby, how you make me smile. Smile more when I see you. Smile less when I miss you. No, I don't wanna be left alone. Oh no.
So when I started this project, I originally just wanted to use existing pools to create the spa area. Ronix's pools are just way too small, and I probably have to use a ton of them. And my pools are just way too big. I knew that I wanted to create this pedestrian path over the pools too, so the only way to do that was to create a custom pool. The textures I'm using for the pools are still the same textures as the Venetian pool, which eventually I hope to change before I upload these to the workshop. And if you're just joining the channel, and I know I've got quite a number of new subscribers this week, so welcome aboard if y'all are joining me from Strict Hoster's channel, and a big shout out to him. But if you're new, I try to differentiate my channel and series from other Cities Skylines content on YouTube, in that I focus a lot of my detailing around using custom assets. So you're gonna see a lot of things that are new, like this crosswalk. This was real simple to make and easy to create, and thankfully it didn't take a lot of time at all. And to make things even more simple, I just used textures from Beard Monkey's props. And so I had no plans to upload these to the workshop, but another YouTuber saw a screenshot that I posted on Twitter, and he asked could I share it. So I ended up uploading it to Dropbox. So if you want this walkway prop, you can find a link to that on my Twitter at King Leno.
Go now, the spaces between us will grow and fall now. These places I've been to and more. So I'll stay here lost, I'm not enough. I'm still waiting, I know it's wasting time. Since you're running away, I've been calling for days for you to think of a way not to call it a break or you waiting for a change. This yours out blue. Hope it's not too late to see this through. And oh no, I'll take the long way, won't stick around. And God knows I've been a fool, but it's over now. So I'll stay here lost, I'm not enough. I'm still waiting, I know it's wasting time. Since you're running away, I've been calling for days for you to think of a way not to call it a break or you waiting for a change. This goes out blue. Hope it's not too late to see this through. And ghost of you get lost in a bottle, I'm burning in this lonely room. And all I know, just throw it Since you're running away, I've been calling for days. Since you're running away, I've been calling for days for you to think of a way not to call it a break for you. Waiting for a change, this young's our blue. Hope it's not too late to see this through.
Right here, you're getting a first look at this pyramid pool building that I made. This is a real simple way to cover up the pedestrian paths. I really love the way this whole thing turns out. I used this decal that came with the Park Life update, as well as some vanilla tiles just to fill out the area. And of course I add some planters and trees. I'm also using this cabana furniture that I created for my build of the Oasis Hotel a long time ago. I really wanted to go and change the color of some of these props to a red or a blue variation, but in the end I just had to talk myself out of it. Hopefully I will get some free time to go back and add some color variations to those props so that you don't have an orange color every time that you want to use these. Also, at the end of the time lapse, I included footage of me building this custom parking garage. I really get tired of having to use the same 2 parking garages over and over. In the end, I use these parking garages that I always use, and I just use this wall to cover up a lot of the parking garage to make it look different from some of the previous garages that I placed before. So we're coming up to the end of the time lapse. Make sure y'all stay tuned for the cinematics. These are probably my favorite of the series so far. You also might notice the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino return in some of the cinematics. That may or may not be my next project for the series. So I hope y'all really enjoyed this build of the Luxor Hotel. So please hit the like button if you did enjoy the build. And even if you didn't enjoy, hit the like button anyway. I've heard from a lot of new subscribers that watch a ton of Cities Skylines videos here on YouTube that have never come across the channel or have seen any of the videos in the recommended video list. So y'all help me out by hitting the like button on this video, as well as any other video on the channel. And of course, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the bell icon so that the next episode doesn't get lost in the shuffle. And hopefully, I will see all of y'all then.